TTV_thin. I'll be live every single day starting Tuesday. I wanted to go over Cantarella's weapon. So I did a video about Cantarella's kit. And her weapon is very unique. It's very different. And there are some uses outside of Cantarella for it. And I just want to break things down and let's go over it. So pretty much we have here Whispers of the Siren, right? And now it is going to give you 72% crit damage, which is a massive stat stick, only 500 attack. You guys know what I think. This looks like something. I can't say this in the first video. Oh, holy aboba. First minute of the video. So, what does this weapon do? These are the Ascension mats if you wanted to go pre-farm. Synchronization rank. Increase attack by 12%. Nothing too wild. Casting, this is where it gets interesting, and this is where it ties into her kit. If you want to know more info, again, go watch that video. Casting Echo skill within 10 seconds after casting intro skill or basic attack grants 1 stack of Gentle Dream. Echoes with the same name can only trigger this effect once, stacking up to 2 times, lasting for 10 seconds. When reaching 2 stacks, casting Echo's skill no longer resets the duration of this effect. This effect activates up to once per 10 seconds. Switching to another resonator ends this effect early. So when you get 1 stack, you get 40% basic attack damage, which is insane. She is a basic attack damage bot. And then 2 stacks, it ignores 12% of Havoc res, which is really good as well. So a lot of things to discuss here. The first thing is this. The TLDR of her kit is that she, some parts of her kit allow her to do a action or an attack that is considered an echo skill. So technically speaking, let's say I'm making up something. I don't remember her forte circuits like the Declaration of Independence. If I do my resonance skill and that counts as an echo skill, I'll get my first stack. And then I just have to actually use my echo and then I get my 2 stacks. So actually acquiring these 2 stacks, because I saw the weapon first and I was very confused. Very, very confused. But then I read the kit and it made sense. Very interesting design, and it's kind of funny, but yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool, you know, good stat stick. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, this is going to be her best in slot. My thing with this weapon, though, is I don't think you need to get it, depending on what you have. So if we go here to rectifiers, obviously, they made a mistake making String Master. String Master is just genuinely insane. I'm sure this signature will be a pretty decent percentage above, let's say, String Master. But so, I mean, looking at this, 36% crit rate, grants 12% attribute damage bonus when dealing resonance skill, increased attack by 12, up to 2 times. And then when the wielder's not on field, increase the attack by additional 12. This is going to be good for coordinated attacks. String Master is just the wave, but also not Stellar Symphony. This might be decent. This might be decent as well. It is a 72% crit damage, and it says increases attack by 12%. When the wielder is on field using Resonant Skill, grants 12% basic attack damage bonus up to 3 times. At 3 stacks or above, casting Outro still consumes all stacks of this effect and grants the wielder 52% basic attack damage for 27 seconds, which is pretty crazy. That's a lot of basic attack. So you probably don't need to roll for this, especially because, I mean, we don't know her damage output yet, but if her damage output is kind of similar to Gigi's, and especially if you're going to use this character at the moment for a Jinxie Incandescence bot, she has tons of coordinated strikes in her kit, so I don't think you're going to need to go too ham on her. But it's not a bad weapon. It's not a bad weapon. The thing is like, they really seem to want you to be on field with her for a decent amount of time, though. I will say that. Switching to another resonator ends this effect early, and there's a couple other things in her kit that are like that as well, so keep that in mind. Maybe her damage is actually really good. I don't know yet. We don't have any information until he officially releases, but they really are trying to drive home the point of being on field with her. But with that being said, the character that could probably get the most use out of this weapon is going to be Encore. So I'm going to pull up Encore real quick. Encore is another character who gets a tremendous... Her whole kit is pretty much normal attacks, to be honest with you. So if I pull up Encore here, you know, almost everything is considered a normal attack. And normal attack when she's in her ult and stuff. The reason why this would be good for Encore is because at the moment, this is the only Havoc rectifier in the game. So this second stack completely goes out the window. Non-factor, don't need it. You just need to activate Encore's Echo in order to get the basic attack damage bonus of 40% on top of the 12% attack, on top of the 72 crit damage. So you're going to get a lot of, freedom to do some more stuff with your Echoes. But it doesn't seem to be bad for Encore. Now, I don't know if this will be better than Stringmaster. Someone's going to have to do the math on that. That ain't me. I don't know if this will be better or if it'll be better than Gigi's weapon or whatever the case may be. But this does seem like a solid alternative for that unit. With that being said, how many Encore mains are still left out there and how many people are going to pull this weapon specifically for Encore? There might be a couple. But other than that, I think it's fine. You could technically use this on Gigi, but Stringmaster gets the job done. Even if this is, let's say, a percentage better, or even maybe marginally better, Gigi Incandescence bot gets the job done. Get your Concerto super fast. So, very interesting weapon. Very, very interesting weapon. And I don't know, man. I think it seems like the direction they're trying to go for not only weapons, but just the game as a whole is not really making as many universal buffing weapons / characters and more of like team-based compositions. Like, for example, Arrow Rover. That's a mono arrow team incoming. Although Gion's gonna go crazy with that. I mean, Gion's like the arrow, right? Whatever. So okay, shut the fuck up. But that also wanting to stay on the field here. The Havoc res. So I think this weapon is still viable. It is still viable in other characters. It should be. But yeah, you're not going to get the most potential out of this because of the fact that, the second half of it is targeted and tailored specifically for Havoc res units. So with that being said, again, I don't think every weapon needs to be super universal. I'm actually giving a little bit of hot take. I feel like this would probably be the way to do it. I think this weapon is a good example of overall giving a pretty solid buff to the normal attacks, which is achievable by any character, by anyone. All you have to do is activate your Echo skill. And then that second stack, it's not really applicable for the other characters. But this off of this alone, the 40% normal attack bonus, plus the attack, plus the crit damage, if you don't have the other weapons, it's not a bad option. I don't think it would be a bad option. So very interesting. Very, very interesting to see what's going on right now. Again, if you want to go check out the Cantarella kit, I break down the actual kit itself, but I'm personally probably not going to roll for that. I just don't. Unless Cantarella's damage output is like substantially better than Gigi's, which I don't know if that's the case. She's just going to be an incandescence bot for my Jinxie until her best in slot comes out, because we don't have Cantarella's best in slot partner yet, but that doesn't mean they still won't work with other units, right? So, I don't know. Let me know what you think, because I'm seeing some mixed responses to pretty much everything in regard to this 2.2 patch, and I find it very interesting. It seems people don't like certain directions. That being said, I love you. Mwah. I'll see you in the next one.